country back. So we're going to move on with the program. Again, I want to thank you all for coming out, especially with the weather. And coming up next is a gentleman by the name of Steve Susman. I had the opportunity of staying with Steve over in Houston. He put me and Catherine Blyshub on our tour. We were touring visiting fusion centers. He put us up in Houston for a few days. We stayed with him and his family. He's a wonderful gentleman. He got involved primarily, decided to run for Congress because old Barry Obama and his Keynesian economic policies, particularly the Casper Clunkers program, it threatened to put his business under. So Steve Susman was struggling a little while because of cap and trade, which of course benefits the big fat cat corporations, and the little guy always gets it. Well, Steve Susman, in my opinion, represents the little guys running for Congress. So show him a great Texas round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Susman!
Probably every public speaking law. I'm a little bit ruffled because I didn't bring my 26 assistants to do my hair, all that good stuff. All right, well, I'm running for Houston District 22, and I was told if I campaigned, I'll be shot over here. So I know many of you guys are sick and tired of the government taxing you and taxing you and taxing you, and with a large majority of the members of our government thinking they could do as they please, passing these draconian laws at will, and generally stealing everything we work for, our government has been hijacked by ruthless bankers, corporations. It's that simple. Yeah. My question is, what are we going to do about it? In early 1913, America was once a free country. Shortly afterwards, a few psychotic control freaks were virtually given the keys to the castle. The Federal Reserve Act was passed. Later that year, many congressmen were at home for Christmas. The ultimate sin known as the federal income tax illegally ran through, enslaving generations of we the people. America has never been the same since. Because of this fraud, known as the 16th Amendment, the American people were led to believe there was a tax on their labor. G. Edward Griffin, an idol of mine, he states, the purpose of the income tax is to redistribute wealth and control society. Sound familiar? Yeah. Now it seems you can't open your front door without someone sticking their hand out to siphon off the money you worked hard for. I'm a small business owner. Because of these radical redistribution policies of this administration, we are barely hanging on. What began as a positive experience when I opened shop in 2005 has become a nightmare. I am a victim of the city, state, and federal extortionists. If indeed this is a free country, why do I have to pay and have permission to help people? Yeah. Good question. Bear with me. My business partner and I were virtually robbed at gunpoint every January. Police, fire department, city, county, state, and federal officials are charging us out the wazoo. Next, we're taxed for every desk, chair, pencil that we have in our office. No, we brought these items from our house. They were paid for a long, long time ago. Next, the school district mercilessly loots us for our shop equipment that has been paid for 5 years. The value plummets, just like your house, just like your car, just like everything. Yet we never see these taxes going down. Harris County Appraisal District follows suit, taxing us again and again the same items. The police department charges us for an alarm permit so we can protect our own belongings. Then they extort us for $225 more because we say we fix cars. Now the fire department assumes we're too stupid to operating a welding torch, so there's more money out the window. Another permit for signs, $225 for one, $220 for another. More money out the window.
We can make you a sign right here.
Yes, sir. It never ends. Even the phone company is drilling us, stacking charges and charges. My business partner Hector came here 20-some years ago from Colombia, and he came here the right way. He got his papers. He did everything he was supposed to do. He worked his butt off for 20 years. He saved every penny he made to open his own store. The man's like another father to me. He took a chance on me to help him run this business. In Colombia, you all know it's rife with corruption, Contra, and whatever rebels are down there who keep asking for something called a vacuna, which is translated loosely a vaccination. And they do so in Colombia at gunpoint. If you don't pay, pow, that's it. So, now it seems that he comes here and through the oppression and the greed of our government, he's forced to relive the same nightmare over and over again. Is this how we treat somebody who does it right and comes to our country? No. This country is racing in it dangerously from freedom to fascism. Despite what many believe, the two parties in Congress have conspired to loot and take everything from we, the people. The Federal Reserve and their terrorist collection agency, known to us as the IRS, have swindled the American people.
Abolish the Fed.
Amen, brother. By refusing to audit the Federal Reserve and by refusing to shut down the IRS, the Congress has allowed the banksters of Wall Street and the rest of the jackbooted thugs to rob and pillage your families for generations. Again, I question, what are we going to do about this? And my answer to you guys is to send a message to Washington, D.C. this year. You can make it clear by kicking them all out. Every last one of them. Stop being good Democrats. Stop being good Republicans. Let's start being good Americans. Vote and contribute to the candidates that support the Constitution and nothing else. Don't expect that the other guy is doing it, because he's not. Being a congressman from Walmart or a senator from ExxonMobil is nothing to be proud of. This is a disgrace. Let's kick all of these criminals out of our government. Take our country back to jail. Freedom is powerful and it's contagious and it's catching on right now. Can you feel it? Oh, let's go back to the Declaration of Independence. 1776. My favorite line from that entire document is governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. Now, we haven't had consensual government for quite some time in this country, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very serious matter. So it's been mentioned before, it's a touchy subject, slightly touchy, but I believe that it's by time for a little peaceful non-compliance. There's some issues that they have pushed so far that are so blatantly obvious, their unconstitutionality. It's by time that we, the people, demonstrate to them that we will no longer put up with it. That comes in all sorts of shapes and forms. I see Catherine Bly's right down there. She's about to start up a nice little, it's an Agorist beauty supply, and she's going to sell little beauty products. And one of them is a salt scrub, you know, some nice girly stuff. I've tried it before, it leaves me a little too greasy. And basically, she's going to be putting together sea salt, sugar, olive oil, and strawberries. And it's possible that the government is going to require her a license to do that. A license, ladies and gentlemen.
Resist!
It's time for a little bit of peaceful non-compliance, ladies and gentlemen, in these United States.